Fortune tellers, how droll!
Basically, well, as you know, I've got the psychic powers, and anyone that wants to come and know their fortune, they can.
Right, so Madame Gemma Rose is back, and today I have my crystal ball ready. This is actually a spaceman, and if you jiggle it about, the spaceman will come out like that, and then you're meant to try and get it back on where the feet are. The winner for the Booker Prize this year is about to be announced on the 19th, I think. Yeah, in 2 days, and I am gonna do some predictions.
Together we shall cast ourselves into the future. But first, you must broaden your minds. First, you must look beyond.
So last time Madame Gemma Rose wasn't entirely accurate. She predicted like 2 to 4 of the ones that got on the shortlist. And now that it is Scorpio season and I am a Scorpio, I have my tea in my Scorpio mug again. I have some leftover birthday cake. So now, being Scorpio season, I am at the height of my powers. So I'm sure whatever I predict will come to pass. Okay, let's get into it. So out of all the books I read for the shortlist, Burnt Sugar was the one that I enjoyed the most. Do I think that will win? No. The ending was... I talked about that in my review of it, but the ending of it, I thought let it down. So, no, I don't think it will win. But I do think it deserved to be on the shortlist. So, right. Now, Shuggie Bain. Didn't like it. Boring. It was a slog. And apparently it just won like the Waterstone Scottish Book of the Year, so it must be quite a slow year for Scottish novels. This book is getting so much praise, and it's not even that good. It honestly isn't. It's an okay story, but it could have been cut down, and I reckon in 10 years, people won't really be talking about it that much.
This is what the cards are telling me. There won't be no longevity with it.
So no, I don't think that should win. It could win, but as it's already on quite a lot of award lists, maybe it won't win, hopefully. So that's 2 books out of the running. If I was judging the Booker Prize, I would select the winner by resurrecting The Mirror and the Light and A Paragon out of the Booker graveyard. I have read The Mirror and the Light, adored it. It was definitely way better than the other books I've read from the shortlist. And A Paragon I am about 180 pages into at the moment, which is about halfway, and I'm really, really loving it. So far, I think it's really, really good. And I think if it was another year and all the controversy around that book didn't exist, it would definitely have made the shortlist and would probably win, because it does feel like a winner to me. And if I was selecting, I would have those 2 as the joint winners. The Booker could do that because apparently judges can just make any decisions they want to, based on last year where they had 2 books win it. So I think they should do that, but they won't do that. I'm actually getting a vision of what is going to happen this year. And I've got some red hot tea to spill on the Booker. Paula from Draw Your Book, when she did her reaction to the shortlist announcement, she mentioned that at midnight or whatever time it was when they announced the shortlist, she was on the Booker website and there was a glitch.
There was a glitch in the website, and for half an hour in the website they had someone marked as winner. Put there as winner was Real Life by Brandon Taylor. I don't know if it was a typo or if it's actually they have already chosen and that is their choice. But if that's their choice, I'm sorry, I'm really disappointed.
And then nothing hurt anymore.
Do I think that Real Life will win though? It depends what the Booker really want to highlight this year. I think being a gay black author, yeah, that's good representation. It's a debut, so that will get a lot of attention. Is it good enough? I feel like Brandon Taylor is a good enough writer, so I feel like he does have a lot of promise as a writer. So I think if they really want to go all out on you have such good potential, he could win. Personally, I didn't think it was that likely, but if that's what the glitch said on the website, even though they got rid of it really quickly, he could possibly win. The prose is stylized in that novel, so I do think if the booker wants to really highlight stylized prose, because that isn't that common anymore to have stylized prose, so maybe they would want that to happen. So I could accept if that wins. Do I think it's good enough to win? Not really, but if that wins, whatever. Let's see. What do we have left? This Mournable Body. Now, I have said right from the start when this made the long list that because it has an interesting post-colonial perspective, that it could do well in this competition. So, could it win? I guess it could win, actually. But I haven't read it, and I haven't read any of the trilogy. I really want to read all of the trilogy before I get out to This Mournable Body, so I can't really say. There's been mixed reviews, but because like more established authors won last year, maybe they won't give it to This Mournable Body, but if they give it to that, I can accept that as well. Right, The New Wilderness by Diane Kirk. This book never interested me, and unless people are talking about it in 2 years or so, I'm not interested in reading this at all. Finally, on to The Shadow King. I DNF'd The Shadow King. I got 40 pages in and it was so boring. The prose was so stale. The prose was stale as yesterday's bread. I got 40 pages in, DNF'd it. From the first page, like the woman character was there, she was in the house, and then characters kept going up to her, and then the narrator kept being like, she had the gun. And I was like, okay, even though there's all soldiers outside and stuff, she's the one with the gun, okay. And then the other people in the house kept being like, do you have the gun? And 30 pages later, it was still banging on about whether she had the gun or not, or why she wasn't given the gun up, and you're still banging on about the gun. Like, I don't care about the gun that much. Someone on Instagram said that the story wasn't that great by the end of it, but that the prose was luminous.
Are you right, darling?
And that baffled me, that comment, because I was like, what does that even mean if the prose is luminous? That's such an empty adjective. I personally wouldn't select it to win, but then Britta on her channel, she did like a rave review of the book. So if people are still talking about The Shadow King in like 2-3 years, I would give that another go. I'm not going to chuck the book out, even though I kind of want to. So I'm not writing that book off completely, but for me, I wouldn't have it win.
I resent the idea.
But I guess it could win. So, who is going to win this year?
Amam Shabai, Amam Puri, Ahmed Jalali.
My final word is going to be that, based off the tea I know and my visionary powers, I'm going to say Real Life is going to win. Yeah. When they announce the winner, I might come on and do a reaction type video. We'll see. And I am still working on my October favourites video, so that is going to be up really soon. What book have you enjoyed from the Booker list the most out of this year? And that cake is so fucking good. What book do you hope will win? I am really happy that Who They Was by Gabriel Kreutzer made the list as well. I think it should have made the shortlist, but what do I know? Alright, well, thank you for watching. Bye.